everyone, it's been a while that I never posted a video about minimalism. So for today's video, I'm gonna share with you things that I no longer buy as a minimalist. So tune in guys and stay with me. Before I start, let me share a story why I choose minimalism and why this choice is simple. And why minimalism is a growing trend and why a lot of people choose to follow this concept. For me, minimalism is more than just a concept. I personally began this journey in 2019 when I became tired of consumerism that surrounded me. I found that people placed more importance on things than each other, and I want to create a life that's filled with meanings and not things. I want to add that minimalism is not what you may think it is. People often had a misconception that being a minimalist is to purge all your belongings and live on next to nothing. But minimalism is approached differently by different people, and you have the power to define your own journey. Before we dive into today's topic, I want to thank you for tuning in today, and let's get started with today's video. Now, let me share to you what are the things I stopped buying as a minimalist. Since the beginning of my minimalism journey, I have found that by questioning what it is that I really need in life, leads me down a path of learning to live with less. That's why, over time, I naturally stopped buying things that I used to waste my money, time, and energy on in the past. But this wasn't something that happened overnight. I never woke up one morning and decided I'm going to stop shopping and buying things. It was more of a slow process, discovering little by little that I was buying things that I didn't serve any real purpose in my life. And I began to discover the things I could live without. It was a lot of trial and error on my part. But how to stop buying things? I don't hold the magical formula of how you should go about deciding what it is you need or what you should stop buying. But I do have some questions you could ask yourself to serve as a guide or step in that direction. You could ask yourself. Number 1, do I really need it? What purpose does this serve me? Am I addicted to shopping? Do I shop mindlessly? Am I being intentional when I buy something? Do I often purchase unnecessary things? Or am I buying things to impress others? This may be a hard questions to answer, and be honest with yourself. I had to take the time to be honest with myself about some of these things, and it ultimately led to some big life changes I had to make in the way I was living. Here is a list of 25 things I came up with over time. Number 1 is makeup. So I didn't stop buying makeup completely, but I now stick to a limited amount of products that I buy. For example, I now only wear foundation, concealer, and mascara as I offer a natural everyday look. And I stopped buying different shades of lipsticks, eyeliners, and other products. Next is books. I no longer purchase books since I have Kindle and the Kindle app on my phone where I can digitally download and book I would like to read. I also like to listen to audiobooks on my way to work or when I'll travel. Last time. The next is home decor. My home used to be full of decorations, items, and more. And I decided to declutter and simplify by donating a lot of my home decor items. I only now purchase plants in place of decor or nice photo frames for my pictures. Next is seasonal decorations. This also goes for those holiday decorations as well. I really purchased new seasonal decorations anymore, and I have decluttered most of the items I had. Next is cable television. I usually watch shows and movies on Netflix now, so having cable television just didn't seem like a reasonable option to keep. And the next one is CDs and DVDs. My Epidemic Sound subscription takes care of my musical needs and my editing videos. And again with Netflix, so I no longer need to buy DVDs. The next one is TV. I don't like to have a television in my bedroom, so having more than one TV in my house isn't necessary. I usually use my phone to watch YouTube videos or Netflix, so I don't even use the TV at all. So next is accessories. This goes for accessories as well. I don't buy many belts or hair accessories as I like to have a simplistic style. Next one is clothes I don't need. Shopping for clothes you may not necessarily need could turn out to be a huge money waster. So I keep a simple capsule wardrobe where it's easier to see what items I may need to replace or what am I missing from my wardrobe. And I made it a habit to only buy an item if I absolutely need it. Next is manicures. With those days, I visit salon, beauty parlor at least once a month. Now, I don't spend my money on manicures. I rarely paint my nails, so take some time on weekends to paint my nails. So I take sometimes to paint my nails because I prefer no manicures at all. So next is pedicures. Some goes to pedicures. I take the time to refresh them at home when necessary. Next is nail polish. I don't bother to buy multiple color nail polishes. I only keep a few that are neutral colors for a more natural everyday look. Now, next thing is cleaning products. I stopped buying multiple cleaning products and I started making my own natural products at home, and I will link them down below or you can check it here or here. Next is extra dishes and plates. I only have one set of plates and dishes that I use on a daily basis or when I have guests over. I try not to buy more than I need. So another one that I stopped buying is kitchen appliances. I like to keep my kitchen surfaces clear and spacious, so I don't purchase additional kitchen items that will clutter the kitchen. The excessive pots and pans, I only keep a few pots and pans for cooking my favorite items. This includes our pressure cooker, which save me a lot of space and time. Another one that I stopped buying is magazines. Given that I can download new magazines on my Kindle, I no longer buy paper magazines. Next is multiple subscriptions. I mentioned some subscriptions that I have and try only stick to a few that I make the most of, like Canva, PicMonkey, Epidemic Sound. I think that's the only subscription that I have so far. And yeah, that's only that I could remember. And even though subscriptions are appealing, they could also definitely add up over time if you're not careful. One is the newest phone. Last time, I always change my phone and wait for the newest model to come out from the market. That was last time because I wanted to see what are the new features inside the phone, and I want to change my phone. So always buying the latest iPhone, but I realized that buying new phones can seriously put a steep hole in your pocket. And I don't mind keeping an older version if it's functionable and works well. The next one is furniture. I like to keep my home simple and spacious, and I don't bother to purchase new furnitures unless I really need it. The last purchase we had was a cabinet for our baby clothes to keep before he was born. So next one is brand name items. I don't dress or shop to impress other people, so I don't tend to buy a particular item that is made by a well-known brand just because it's that brand. Well, it in those days when I was very new overseas, I love to shop branded items because of course I thought to give it to myself, but this time I realized that it's not really necessary, so I don't buy branded items anymore. That doesn't mean I don't buy branded items at all. It just means I don't seek it out. Next one is shoes. As I mentioned before, I like to keep my wardrobe simple, and this includes that buying excessive shoes. We still have a lot of shoes at the moment, but we tend not to add them. We want to completely use these shoes only and stick to fewer pair of shoes in future. So I stick to pair of shoes that are practically and useful and that I can wear every week. Next one is jeans. I don't overdo it when it comes to buying jeans. I have 3 pairs in different neutral colors that I can mix and match, and I also have leggings in 2 colors, like blue and white, blue and black. I have a few pairs of those colors, and I stick to that leggings. And since most of the time I will be only at home, so I don't need more jeans. Next is calendars. I use the Google Calendar for just about everything and Trello for all my project management. Therefore, I don't buy calendars. If I can organize everything digitally, then I just use Trello. Next is things that I can afford. This is a big one though. I stopped buying things I simply can't afford. We tend to, as a society, live beyond our means, and you can change that by being more conscious about your spending habits and focusing on buying things that serve a real purpose. So what are some things that you stop buying over time? Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I hope you learned something from this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell below so that you will be notified if we have future uploads. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and hope to see you again next time. Bye!